So what does it mean to be a man among men? In my opinion, it means a great deal. It's not easily defined, but examples can be given. I'll give you an example. I try to teach my nephews to not like things that have been used. And this is really a lifelong lesson that I want them to keep and for it to stay with them. Because in essence, it applies to literally everything. Especially, and the most important thing it applies to is women. I'll give you an example. Like as a man, you would naturally refuse to use a condom that you know has already been used by somebody else. Somebody used it, they released in it. It doesn't matter if they cleaned it out. It doesn't matter what was done to sterilize it after it was used. You're not going to want to use a condom that has been used by another man. You're like, no. But yet and still, a lot of men will go out and date and sleep around with and have children with women who have been passed around, that have had children by other men and have essentially given their bodies away for something, and in most cases, literally fucking nothing. As a man, you should be naturally opposed to anything that's been used by somebody else, and you should naturally view it as unclean. It's a testament to society that they've been able to warp your perception, and not just your perception, but a man's perception, and give him the viewpoint that it doesn't matter that she's a single mother. It doesn't matter that she sucked 1,000 dicks. It doesn't matter that her asshole has had more games played in it than, an entire football season. It doesn't matter. Everything is free love and pretty this and happy that. When in reality, the truth is, hate, I believe, is one of the most valid and most prominent emotions that a man can have. The reason why I say this is because hate specifically is something that the Most High himself talks about. Society today is all about free love, and all that matters is love. They talk about loving your enemies, which is complete insanity, loving pain, loving torment, and knowing that you're going to endure that for something better. But this mindset, this concept, this acceptance, it in itself is evil. Because your default reaction is to leave an uncomfortable environment, is to leave an unnatural situation, and is to leave a woman who is essentially unclean. And when I say unclean, I mean she's been with any man other than her husband, other than the first man. That makes her a whore. Women will say things like, oh, it doesn't matter that I've been with this guy, been with that guy. I've done this, I've done that. That's all in the past and it doesn't matter. The truth is, the damage from her sleeping with all these men, that will always be there. The children she's got from those other men, they will always be there. Their remnant will be there, even if she chooses to delete them. Women don't care. Objective reality, truth. In today's society, these things are the enemy. These things are what's hated most. If you go up to somebody and you ask them, what is a woman? And they can't answer you, or if they give you an answer that you know is false, they essentially are your enemy. It means a lot nowadays to be a man. I would say more so than in any other time. Because as a man, the temptations and the easily ill-gotten gains that a man can get from, that temporary high of sleeping with some random whore, you can put the danger and the cost, you can put that out of your mind. You can put aside the fact that it's completely disgusting to sleep with some chick that slept with anybody else. You can put that out of your mind easy. Because most people most men, they believe in this world. They believe that the fact that it's easier now to sleep with a chick than it's ever been, that this makes sense. That it's the way to go. They feel no repulsion to a chick that is fully aware, fully cognizant of her actions. She's fully acting on her own will. And her will is to literally be a cum dumpster for every man. And be, I guess, a lick toy for every chick. The real tragedy of it all is that we're stuck in this society. We're stuck in this earth where this mindset, this corruption is spreading everywhere. A lot of men say, I want to go over here to this section of the earth to date these women. They're more feminine here. Femininity rules over here, where women act like they're supposed to act. But let me ask you this. Most people don't really know how women are supposed to act. So what does that statement even mean? Women act how they're supposed to act. Because you ask any man, and they'll tell you, oh, a woman is supposed to be feminine. She's supposed to submit. She's supposed to do what her man tells her. And then you can ask another group of people, and they'll tell you that a woman is supposed to have a job, and she's supposed to be self-sufficient, and she's supposed to take care of herself. Nobody can really agree on what she's supposed to be and how she's supposed to act. All they know is that they desire one. They desire a woman. My question is why? How many times can you release before that gets old? How many times can you listen to a woman nag about the same mindless bullshit before you get tired of hearing her? How many times can you go through the same repetitive motions in every relationship, every dating experience before you decide, you know what, this is the exact same story. It's a different day with a different woman. They have a saying, and it's a very popular saying among, so-called wealthy people. They say that there are no new experiences, only new people. Meaning that they've come to the conclusion that life, this thing that we're all doing, it's really on a repeat button. And we're seeing the same behaviors over and over again. And what we're being shown is that the so-called manosphere, or the MGTOWs and these people, they all have the same ideology or same set of responses. These guys are saying, well, you got to walk away. You got to walk away. You got to do this. You got to do that. Oh, she's doing this. You got to say that. You got to go over here and go there. Try this, try that. When in reality, they want you to look everywhere but to the true solution. And the true solution is, evil cannot be tolerated. This type of behavior cannot be tolerated. And everybody glosses over the fact that if the land in which you live was conquered today, well, all of us men, we would be killed. They would be trying to kill us. They kill us. They kill all our sons, if we had any sons. And they take all the women and they fuck them stupid. And they take all the girls and they would, if they're virginal, they probably take them all as wives. And that, believe it or not, would be the norm. That would be a normal thing. Animals do it. Lions do it. Wolves do it. But people, oh no, not us. No, it's not normal. It's not normal for you to put down your true beliefs and your true feelings, which, if you do your own research, only men feel. Only men have emotions. You truly do your research. This is where the term crocodile tears comes from. It comes from women. Because in old knowledge, ancient knowledge, it was known that a woman was like a crocodile. Meaning she'll pretend to be sad, she'll pretend to be hurt. And what's the one thing that all crocodiles do? They have a bite that once they get a hold of you, That's it. They will never let go. Never. And that's what you see in relationships today. Men who are stupid enough to get married, to sign the marriage contract, to engage in the marriage ceremony. Well, the woman never lets go. She holds on to him financially forever. She holds on to his children forever. And even though those children are not hers and never have been, that she was simply basically an apartment complex or a studio apartment for his seed for a very limited time, well, they believe that small slice of life is enough to own you forever. Nothing will change until a man, starts to act like a man. And in society today, they have men believing that they're lions. They have men believing that they're tigers. When in reality, men kill tigers. Men house tigers. Men kill lions. Men capture and breed lions. As a man, you are smart enough or strong enough to basically beat back and defeat every other thing on this earth. And they want you to think that, oh, you're an eagle. Oh, you're a stork or some other type of fucking lower entity. And to view yourself as that. And to operate in a system that is designed to basically be the rails on a roller coaster. It's to make you go up and you get really high. But when you fall fast and you fall hard. But because there's a dip and you go with the fall and you don't feel the crash, you just kind of go along with it. That's the deception of the world. And that's what separates a man from being among men. Because a man, we can't go along with this shit. We know that the answer to this horrible question of what to do is mass deletion. Mass deletion. Evil cannot be tolerated. Historically, biblically, evil has never been tolerated. This shit has to end, and one way or another, it will end. Me as a man, I'm not so attached to life that I'm not willing to risk my own. Most men have to come to a gut check feeling and say, how far am I willing to allow this to go? How pretty is this girl where I'm willing to just stay in the system and do whatever it is that I'm doing that's normal to me? Most men have to come to the realization on their own on what they're willing to tolerate and what they're willing to live with. And if you can come to this true solution that this shit is not for you, then it's on that day, in my opinion, that you will truly be a man.